What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another up-and-coming video where we try to focus on, though not the high end of the spectrum of war and war attacks and three-star strategy. Ugh, can't talk today. 3-star strategies, but more so of the mid to low level type of offenses and bases. So here I'm at. Let's actually take a look right here. So this war is done with 1 hour and 53 minutes left. I just want to pause and say great shout out to everybody at Ain't Nobody. They're on a roll. I don't always show the higher end of our breakdown, but they got gang. That's all I'm going to say. So great war, and they're on a roll lately. There's my soapbox. Just needed to say that because I don't always focus on the higher end of the spectrum of this clan because the up and coming series is about the low to mid. However, to start this off, it is a perfect war. There's my baby Royals going up against Max Town Hall 10. Before I hit play on this, I actually dumped an army, and it's a good talking point and relative to what the video is about, things like that, right? I actually dumped an army where I was going to do a queen walk from the south at 6 o'clock and kind of jump, enter, also clip in a little bit of that Infernal Tower so I could get it. And then do a ring around the Rosy and leave the town hall for the inn with like a Goji Pekka and a Goji Bow or something like that. I didn't really I wasn't confident with it. And the reason why is that I got 2025 facing Max Town Hall 10, and I rely a lot upon the Royals with that strategy. So with an air attack, with a Lalo attack, you really don't rely that often on your Royals, or don't have to, especially a Penta. And given the layout, this base was begging for a Penta. So I dumped the army and I decided to go my first attempt at a Penta on a 10v10. So looking at the layout here, I'm going to pan out so you can see how I deal with the CC simultaneously. 5 hounds, 5 minions for cleanups. So 2 targeted loons, each defense. Rage for that section because there was a lot there. And then up top, I got my Royals for the CC, Lure, and Swap. I did know it was a Drag-Loon combination. So really, I'm just worried about the Dragon to make sure my Queen gets the Dragon. She's already locked on it. I didn't see the Dragon go down quite yet. So once I pop the ability, she's good. I'm not going to lie, I did miss a little bit of where my Hounds were at this. So it took me, maybe that haste right there wasn't needed. I needed a Hound to pop, but as we come into the back end here, the Queen is right next to an Infernal Tower and an air defense. So as they traverse over there, I can freeze the Queen and the Infernal Tower. I was trying to poison the Queen and then also have the Larry's get her, which they kind of get her now, but unfortunately that bomb tower took away some of them. Good thing that the Rage Lava Pups help out and finish her off. And then I have 5 minions for cleanup at the end. And this was a sub 2-minute raid, or a 2-minute raid. Yeah, so if you're low Royals like I am, trying to recover a Town Hall 10 that's rushed, Max Town Hall 10 offense, except my Royals, Lalo and Pentas don't require a lot of, we go to ×2, don't require a lot of leaning on Royals. So something to consider. Plus this base was just begging for it. So I was pretty pumped about this because this was the last one. All right, so let's bounce out of here. Let's go down to number 2 where we have a co-leader's mini, Nostalgia. I'm not going to lie, I didn't know that this was his mini for a while, and he gave me shit for it, but that's fine. So he has 1321, and he's going to do a hog swarm, or basically mass hogs, Town Hall 9. This base could be Lalo too. I mean, you can Lalo for days on this base given what's given out. You can really smart, uses a Teen Royal 13, immediate aggro to the Queen, just poor placement, but immediately do a Queen swap. You want to take that trade. That's immense trade on return on investment right there. A 13 BK to a Queen completely out of the picture. All I got to do is get the CC out, which he also did simultaneously with 2 hogs. If you saw that, we'll zoom in a little bit here. So now he's got the CC out, uses the hut. If you uses the hut to anchor it down, and poisons that, and then deals with it, you know, with just a few archers, some wizards, and then of course the queen. I think he uses the queen, at least I would. You know, a level 4 baby dragon is no joke. But I think he's trying to keep it. Yeah, you should just drop down a wizard, man. There you go. One more zap. Saves the queen. Now it's nothing but hogs. Any moment. There we go. Queen comes down. So he'll pop the ability to get the BK out of the picture, which is important so that the BK doesn't have to one-shot your hoggies when you're all done. And he just sprinkles in the hogs and reinforces the herd. Heals them as they run over some giant bombs or get into stall-out points of high hit point defenses, such as bows and wizard towers. But yeah, I mean, it's just nice. He just basically reinforces the bottom herd, leaves the top one to die by himself because it's really, there's no point defense up there beyond the archer tower at the 9 o'clock position. And he still has 2 heals left. Sends in more hogs. He still has, I believe, CC hogs. There it is. He finally drops them. If I would critique this this attack, and it's nice, there's only one thing I would do differently, man. You got to start with your max hogs. They have the most DPS. They do basically they're the biggest part of your hog swarm. So I would recommend starting with, as we go to ×2, there's nothing but cleanup and wizards in the right spots at the end. He was not chasing the clock on this either, but I would always lead with your hoggies. You get so much value on them rather than dropping them late and they only take care of like 3 defenses. If you drop them early, they take care of so much more defenses and they have so much more hit points. So when you heal them in the herd, they just do that much more work for you running around the base. So nice job, Husk. Let's go down to 13 and look at some true teen hero action. No, not 13. 14. Junkers. Doing a Zap Quake. I believe Queen Pop. Shout out to Cast and Blast. He's made this attack prolific, that's for sure. He is all about this attack. And I really like it. It's really effective. So shout out to him. He has really good tutorials about that. The BK, it clears away some trash. Gets the CC lure out. Anchors it down. Gonna leave the queen alone. Gonna deal with her on the fly. There it is. Queen will take care of that when she pops the ability. Only, again, not even teen heroes. These heroes right here, I don't think they're old enough to go to the Nickelodeon Choice Awards, honestly. They're 10 and 11. Zap Quakes the top air defense up at the north position. He's left with 3, so he starts his Lalo from here, going straight into the teeth of a very shallow sweeper, so it's really not that much of a difference. And he does lead with the Max Hound first, which is smart in case that air defense is trapped. And especially since he's going to need a little bit of extra time going into the sweeper. He lets the Loon die up top to get that wizard tower. And then he drops the skeleton spell as the queen is distracted on the hound. As you see those Larrys there eating through wall. And they start eating onto the town hall as well. Look at that. Just a wad of loons coming through. Poor base design, but I understand, a lot of people face these bases at this level of war. And he bags a rage spell in the end. So I can't say it enough. If you don't know how to Lalo, now is definitely the time to do it. It's OP. It really is. It's not the answer to every single base, but especially if you have low level royals, this can be your best friend. It really can. So nice job, Junkers. He also has a main that does work for the clan as well. And then let's go down to, I believe it was, nope, I'm going down too far. Your couch. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. This was also a fresh hit. The one that we saw just before that, Junkers, was a fresh hit as well. So here's PJ's mini. PJ from Jamaica. Right by the beach, boy. He's cool, man. He's warred with, I think, Karate Monkeys a few times. I don't know if he went to Heroic Giants or not, but he spent some time. His main spent some time there. But I remember when he was a Town Hall 8 as well. His main was a Town Hall 8. So it's good to see him come back and war with us, especially his mini here with his level 10 and level 9 Royals, hitting max Town Hall 9 defenses. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. So he goes for 1 air defense. The Queen is done. That watching these attacks, man, it makes me really respect the awesome power that a level 30 Queen brings. You know, like 2 or 3 shots and a defense is down. You don't get that luxury with these low teen heroes, or as I like to refer to these heroes as Nickelodeon Choice Award heroes, or Belieber heroes. Uses a rage. Level 1 haste is not useless, but he does use a rage at clustered areas. The pups stay behind. He's really just taking his time here. He has 4 more loons, really getting use of all the time that hound brings. At the very end, the hound's going to bust on him. And about a year ago, that raid is done. But because we have haste, we can quickly get over there. And he overlaps it on the air defense. So after they're done with the air defense, there's still haste, and they zoom over to the wizard tower, and then now it's a done deal. There's too many loons up that a max, Town Hall 9 at least, max Archer Tower is not going to bring that down. And if anything, again, if you got huts on the corners, what he was focused on. But I think that's why he was so late in dropping this last loon. That last loon right there should have flanked this Archer Tower about 10 seconds ago. Like when they were coming over to the Wizard Tower, it should have been dropped then because the Archer Tower was already working on the wad of loons. So he probably would have had about 2 more loons up at this point. But they're at different spots. He has a wad of pups that are cleaning up the base as well. This one did go down to the wire, if I'm not mistaken. This was a pretty close call, but it was impressive because it's Town Hall 9 max defense, and he has level 10 and level 9 Royals. So really nice job, man. I really enjoyed that. I'll bounce out of here, and that'll do it for this video. So hopefully those talking points were helpful for you. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I'll check you next time.